Mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilite.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two defenders, chucks up a runner, it hits, count it, and one.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Dead-eye! A dagger for Nick! Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside to historic Frosty Holt Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman and Mars Hill for the second time this season. The Eagles going for the season sweep in all-time meeting number 90. Eagles lead the all-time ledger, 68 wins against 21 losses, and Carson-Newman looking for a sixth straight regular season sweep against the Lions. Playing for Ace today, the 3-year-old son of Mars Hill head coach KT Carter, former Carson-Newman associate head coach. He is in need of a heart transplant, so Ace certainly on all of our minds here today as he is inpatient in a hospital in Charlotte for the foreseeable future until he receives his heart transplant. All love for KT, Haley, Ace, and the entire Carter family and what they're going through. We'll talk a little bit about that and the matchup breakdown proper. Chuck Vinson's pregame thoughts headed your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Vinson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijo's features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back on the AEC countdown to tip-off, penultimate game of the regular season tonight for Carson-Newman as the Eagles welcome in the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, beyond the game tonight, we've talked around these Mars Hill games about KT Carter, but tonight a little bit of extra sauce in this one. Playing for Ace, KT, your former associate head coach, now in his first year as the head coach of Mars Hill, his 3-year-old son Ace, in need of a heart transplant, so a little bit bigger than basketball. Tonight, your thoughts on the whole play for Ace deal around tonight's game?
Well, obviously, when KT and Haley had Ace, they were working here. KT was working here, so we've been sort of up close and personal with that family throughout his birth, and have known all along that he's had some health issues. And now it's time to get this heart transplant. He's made the list, so it's just a waiting game now, and we want to try to do everything we can to encourage KT and Haley and try to help with expenses. They're going to be at the hospital for months and months on end, it appears, waiting for a transplant, and anything we can do as a campus community and family to support them through their GoFundMe page, we want to try to do that.
You look at the matchup proper. This is a Mars Hill team that the last time you faced them had 9 wins. Unfortunately for the Lions, still sitting on 9 wins. They've lost 12 in a row. Notwithstanding, KT has done a phenomenal job with this team. Most wins for a Mars Hill club this decade. How do you approach this one? A team that has been eliminated from contention for the SAC tournament, but certainly you cannot rest on your laurels with seeding and potential regional at-large berths persisting.
Well, clearly I know KT wants to come in here and try to get a win, being through his former employer, so he'll be extra motivated. And being that this is the last week of the season, their kids are, this is it. So they're going to have extra energy and juice playing today and then again on Saturday. So we've got to be prepared, and I really tried to emphasize to our guys, hey, they've got a lot to play for, but we've got a lot to play for, both in the short term and long term potentially. So I don't think we're going to see our guys come out flat or anything like that. We're going to be excited and ready to compete, because I know that KT will have his team ready to do the same.
In the first meeting, Mars Hill took and made substantive number of threes, 13 of 28 from beyond the arc. Their wins this season have been predicated on their three-point shot making, something that has waned here down the stretch run of the season for the Lions. How do you ensure that it continues to wane?
We've got to do a great job of extending on the ball and contesting shots. We've been using a pretty basic approach over the last 5 weeks or so of really sort of protecting the paint to defend the easy two at the rim and the free throw, but that sort of exposes you sometimes around the arc. So we got to make sure that we are moving with speed, that we're anticipating shot opportunities, and that we're doing a great job contesting shots. Much easier said than done, though, Cap. So we've got to go in really committed to following through to what we agreed we need to do.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck tonight against the Lions.
Thanks, Cap.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off returns after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years.
Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This
bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. John's there for the tip. Ooze hit it. Ooze hit it. Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We welcome you back courtside to Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman and Mars Hill on the docket in the penultimate game of the regular season. The Eagles are 17-9, 12-8 in the league. Mars Hill 9-17, 3-17. The Lions 9-17, most wins under first-year head coach KT Carter for that program since before COVID, the 1920 season. The last time Mars Hill had double-digit wins. For Carson-Newman, the Eagles are sitting in a tie for 5th in the South Atlantic Conference standings. They're ranked 8th in the Southeast region, so a lot to play for Carson-Newman. Starting lineups first for the Lions of Mars Hill. It goes like this for KT with a 4-guard, 1-forward lineup. The lone forward is Marvin Hires, a 6'6", 220-pound senior out of Columbia, South Carolina, 5.8 points and 3.7 rebounds per game. He's joined by 4 guards. One, a freshman out of Bristow, Virginia, 6'5", 195-pounder. Alejandro Ford averages 6.5 points and 6.2 rebounds per game out of Air Force Prep. He's joined in the backcourt by Caden Owens, a 6'5", 195-pound freshman from Knoxville, and the Christian Academy of Knoxville. Owens 5.4 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. The 2 double-digit scorers in the starting lineup are Charleston Southern transfer Keenan Wilkins, 5'10", 160 pounds, out of Hendersonville, North Carolina. Team best 14.9 points per game for Wilkins. And then Lenore Ryan transfer Jaheim Taylor is a 6'3", 185-pound grad transfer out of Charleston, South Carolina, averaging 11.7 points and 2.6 rebounds per game. Carson-Newman, same starting five for a 26th time out of 27 games this season. It is the quintet of Jack Browder, Ryland Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray. Jack Browder firmly on 2,000-point watch today. He's 17 away, and he's only had 2 games this season, the league's leading scorer, where he scored fewer than 17 points. He's looking to become the 5th player in both Carson-Newman, or pardon me, the 6th player in Carson-Newman history, the 5th player in South Atlantic Conference history with 2,000 career points. So be on that lookout for him. Eagles out in the pristine home whites, white tops, white shorts, orange numerals trimmed in blue. Carson-Newman written above and around the numbers on the front of the uniforms in blue trimmed in orange. All black road jerseys for the Lions, black tops, black shorts, blue numerals trimmed in white. The Hill written in a blue script, outlined in white above the numerals on the front of the jerseys, and a blue band adorned with white stripes at the base of the shorts. Andy Akers has the ball in his hands. It's Illick versus Hires for the jump. Illick deflects the tap into the backcourt, and Carson-Newman moves left to right with the basketball against man-to-man defense from the Lions to open up this contest. Bilbray, left baseline, shunts it out to the left wing. Illick, a wide open look from deep. He swishes it. Braden Illick pops the seal, fires the opening salvo with a triple from the left wing. 3-0 Eagles, 22 seconds in. Lions onto the offensive end. Hires, right elbow, muscles inside on Illick, lost the handle on it, got it back right baseline. Trap, passes out of it. It's a steal by Fry at the free throw line. Ahead to Houck, left wing. Houck pumps the brakes, gets it to Illick, head of the key, skip it right wing Browder. Browder open look from deep, missed it off a carom to the right. And the rebound on the right block for Wilkins. He ranges right to left with it, down 3-0. Pull up, right elbow, missed it from 15. Browder elevates for his first rebound, and the Eagles push tempo left to right. Up by 3. Browder at the head of the key. Defended man-to-man by Ford. Right around the Fry screen, Browder down the right side of the paint, leans in, doesn't connect with the right hand off glass, but a whistle and a foul. Charge Ford with his first personal, the first on the Lions. And 2 free throws for Jack Browder. AEC is your local electric co-op Eagle fan. Service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, powering what matters most. First free throw for Browder. He swishes it through. One more free throw for Jack Browder. Eagles up by 4. Here in the first minute 4 of this game. Second free throw, also a swish. 2 of 2 trip for Jack Browder. 5 points in a row to start this contest for Carson-Newman. Lions working over the timeline, center court. Taylor runs the point off to Wilkins' left wing. Wilkins down the right side of the paint, man-to-man with Bilbray, fades it out to the right point. Here's a 3, swished in by Caden Owens. Mars Hill answers from deep, 5-3, Eagles by 2. 18:33 to play in the first half. Mars Hill's first points come from deep. Made 13 threes in the first meeting at Stanford Arena. The Eagles onto the offensive end. Bilbray head of the key, right around an Illick screen, pulls up, right elbow, 15-footer, clanks off the back iron. Up goes Taylor for the rebound. He falls to his keister and passes it to Wilkins. Lions can tie with a 2 this trip. Ford, 4-round 1 for the Lions. Taylor stumbles, gets it back right wing and gives off to Owens. Swings it around Wilkins' left wing. Back up top for Owens. Owens drives left of the lane, gets to the cup and lays it in. 5-0 run for Carson-Newman to start, answered by a 5-0 run for the Lions. Tied at 5, 17:50 to go in the first half. Eagles work it from left to right. Bilbray, head of the key. Goes to the free throw line, down to the left block, all the way to the hole, and Bilbray scoops it in. Bilbray for a deuce with the left hand off the window. 7-5, Eagles up 2, 2.5 minutes into the first half. Lions hot hand to start, 2 of 3 from the field to open up this contest. Wilkins, head of the key. Swings it around to Taylor, right wing. Taylor defended tightly by Fry. Fry picked his pocket. Fry one-on-one with Taylor. Euros to the bucket with the right hand finger roll. It's good. Nifty work by Khalees Fry. The hands on one end and the Euro on the other to finish for 2. 9-5, Eagles by 4. 17:02 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Head of the key for Hires. Gives off to Taylor, left wing. Right around a Hires screen, skipping into the right corner. Owens, a three, blocked by Hauk. Poked out of bounds by Browder, and it stays with Mars Hill with 9 to shoot. In comes Vidmar. Out come Taylor and Hires. Gabe Urbeck also in for the Lions. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, so when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pies are $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Inbounds comes right corner. Here's a three from Urbeck. Back of the 10, no good. Ford scraps for the rebound on the left corner. Second chance for the Lions. Wilkins down the left side of the lane. Pivots, passes, head of the key for Urbeck. Urbeck, right hand, dribbles against Rylan Hauk, man-to-man. Right around a Ford screen to the right elbow. 8 to shoot. Back out left point, Wilkins. 5 and 4. Wilkins crossover right around a Vidmar screen. Into the paint. Drops it off Vidmar. Doesn't get a shot off in time. Shot clock violation. Ball back to the Eagles. The pass was there. Vidmar had position, but he didn't catch the pass clean. And it ends up as a Lions shot clock violation. Full court pressure on, and the Eagles turn it over. So Mars Hill's third turnover begets Carson-Newman's first on the loose ball out of bounds. And the Eagles have a 9-5 lead with 16:21 to go in the first half. Mars Hill, Wilkins head of the key. Wilkins down the left side of the lane, kick it left corner. Owens a triple, blocked by Fry, saved in by Bilbray, and the Eagles sprint left to right with it. Hauk, head of the key, curls and gets it to Bilbray right point. NBA range triple, launched long off the heel. Ford the rebound, poked loose by Browder. Ford got it back at the foul line. Lions bring it right to left. Wilkins NBA range three, swishes it from the left point from 27 feet out. 1 point game, 9-8 Eagles, 15:50 to go in the first half. Lions 2 for 5 from beyond the arc to start this game. Bilbray, skip it right wing. Hauk splits two defenders, drive, dish, Illick right corner, catch three ball off the front of the 10, no good. Wilkins the rebound right of the lane for the Lions. Mars Hill works right to left with it. Wilkins, left around a Vidmar screen, spins into the paint, shot up with the right hand, falls off right side. Fry chases down the rebound on the left elbow. And the Eagles work it left to right, ahead by 1. Illick for Bilbray on the right wing. Eagles set up shop in the half court against Mars Hill's man-to-man defense. Bilbray, 15-12 to go in the first half. Mosey's to the right elbow, down to the right block. Feeds Hauk right wing, curling out head of the key. Illick around to Browder left wing, 9-8. Browder drives to the basket, into traffic, chucks it up with the right hand, missed it, got his own miss, back with the left hand, that one rolls home, counted and one. Vintage Jack Browder with the stick-to-itiveness. A rebound and one bucket. Vidmar with his first personal, the second on the Lions, and we come to a break in the action. 14:58 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman 11, Mars Hill 8. And we're back to Holt Fieldhouse after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
14:58 to go in the first half. It's an 11-8 lead for Carson-Newman over Mars Hill, and Jack Browder's at the line looking to polish off an and one opportunity. Browder sitting on 4 points. He is 13 away from 2,000 for his collegiate basketball career. And he touches every part of the iron to get his third made free throw of the day to go. Now with 500 for his college basketball career. 500 made free throws. Second guy in league history behind Charles Clark of Carson-Newman with 500 made free throws.
12-8, Eagles by 4 with 14:42 to play in the first half. Lions on the offensive end. Carson Evans goes to work on Bilbray left of the lane. Pass across, intercepted by Browder on the right wing. A fourth turnover for the Lions, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Bilbray between the rings. Moves right around the Illick screen. Now back left to the left point. Slaloming to the right side of the lane. He lobs to Illick. Saved in by Illick and turned over. Ford the steal. Ford down the right side of the paint. Off-balance runner. Front of the 10, no good. Hauk boxes out the shooter Ford for the rebound. And the Eagles work left to right with it with a 12-8 lead and 14:02 to play the first half. Carson-Newman scored the first 5 in this game. Mars Hill answered with 5 straight. It's been a couple possessions of an Eagle lead ever since. Looking for their biggest of the game on this possession. 10 to shoot. Hauk left wing. Crossover in the paint. Spins. Lays it up. That got blocked. An air ball poked out of bounds. Last touch by Hoon. 4 on the shot clock. And it remains with Carson-Newman. So Hauk will inbound from the left baseline. Eagles with 4 to get a shot off. Hauk triggers into Browder, pumps on the left block, hangs and lays it in. 7 for Jack Browder. Hauk with his first assist. A 14-8 lead for the Eagles is their biggest of the day with 13:33 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Carson Evans, middle of the lane, dribbled it off his shoe tops. Browder has a steal. Browder doesn't have numbers. He's picked up by Evans. The Eagles get into the half court. Browder against Ford now on the right wing, man-to-man. Browder right around an Illick screen, drives to the right baseline, fades out the Illick right wing, back to Browder right corner. Browder steps left, open look from deep. Browder, bullseye! Jack Browder has 10. He needs 7 more for 2,000 in his career, and the Eagles have surged ahead by 9, 17-8 with 12:55 to go in the first half. An 8-0 run for Carson-Newman to take their biggest lead of the day. Lions with it on the offensive end. Taylor through the middle of the paint, goes in and flushes it home with the right hand. And then a whistle. What do we have here? A technical foul on Jaheim Taylor. So Taylor threw it down and then picks up a technical foul. And Jack Browder will get 2 free throws. You stop the 8-0 run in emphatic fashion and then pick up a tech. Taylor shaking his head. He will exit after the technical foul. Second one from Browder, switched in as well. 12 for Jack, 5 away from 2,000 in his career. Back to a 9-point Eagle lead, 19-10, with 12:41 to play in the first half. And the Eagles get the ball out of that as well. Bilbray picked up full court by Keenan Wilkins. Bilbray leaps and hits Hauk on the left baseline with a half-court pass. Hauk curls it out to the left wing. Browder loops Bilbray head of the key. Lob to Illick, right elbow. Shunts it left corner. Good pass for Hauk for an open look, and he buries it. Rylan Hauk cans a 3, his first points. Eagles are up double digits for the first time tonight. 22-10, 12:10 to play in the first half. Lions with it front court. Left point for Ford. Gives off to Keenan Wilkins. Wilkins down the right side of the paint on Bilbray. Curls underneath the basket. Fires into the left corner. Back to Wilkins left wing. 5 and 4. Wilkins at the free throw line. No look into the right corner. It's out of bounds. Doesn't matter who touched it. It's a shot clock violation, the second of the day on Mars Hill, and it brings us to a break in the action. Eagles in the middle of a 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes. 11:49 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman up double digits for the first time tonight. It's 22-10 on Mars Hill. And we're back to Holt Fieldhouse after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman shooting 54% from the field, and the Eagles are on a 13-2 run as Mars Hill has turned it over 6 times. Carson-Newman, a 5-0 advantage in points off turnovers to build this double-digit lead. It's Carson-Newman basketball on the other side of this break. Hauk, Bilbray, Browder, Fry, Uosis on the floor for Carson-Newman. Browder has it between the rings. Flips it to Bilbray. Left point, back to Browder at right point. Jab step, fires an open look. Swish. 15 for Jack Browder. He needs 2 more for 2,000 in his career. The Eagles are up by 15 off of this 16-2 run. Lions onto the offensive end. Bates twirling inside, shoots over Browder, and toilet bowls it home from the left block, 4 feet out. First points for Jalen Bates, 25-12, Eagles by 13, with 11:05 to play in the first half. Eagles with it front court. Bilbray harassed by Wilkins, finds Browder near the timeline. Ford defends him. Browder right around the Fry screen, stops, pivots, passes down to Uosis right block. Kick out, Hauk right corner, his feet on the sideline, out of bounds for Carson-Newman's 3rd turnover. Lions down 13, moving right to left with the basketball. Christian Foy bounces a feed inside for Ford. Too hot to handle and into the cheerleaders. A 7th Lion turnover. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Full court press on for the Lions. Hauk defended tightly by Caden Owens in the backcourt. He brings it across the timeline with a second to spare. Hauk dribbles over to the left wing with the right hand. Hauk bounces to Browder, left to the lane. 2 to the ball on Browder. He's trapped, splits 2, passes, nearly intercepted. Hauk grabs it with 7 to shoot, and then a loose ball foul. Hauk hacked with 7 on the shot clock by Jalen Bates. First on Bates, 3rd on the Lions. Shot clock goes to 20, and Hauk will inbound in front of the Mars Hill bench. Hauk triggers into Bilbray between the rings. Bilbray, man-to-man against Jalen Bates. Bilbray, 2 passes, left to Browder in the left corner. Browder backs down forward, draws a double team, kick out Bilbray, extra pass, Brown, right corner, catch 3, bending, no. Uosis skied for the rebound, but mistimed his jump, and it falls into Ford's arms on the left block. Lions down 13, moving right to left. Right point for Alejandro Ford. Hands off to Owens on the right wing. Caden Owens spins inside on Hauk. Lost the handle on it, out of bounds. Last touched by Owens. Turnover number 8 for the Lions. Mars Hill came into this game last in the league in turnover margin, minus 3.8 a game. Giving it away 8 times. Carson-Newman an 8-0 advantage in points off turnovers to start this game. They're up by 13 with 9:33 to go in the first half. Brown between the rings. Wilkins sags off of him. Brown left into the corner for Hauk. High-low lob to Browder, left block. Turns, right hand hook. Browder missed it off to the right.
Yossis pings up the rebound, but it's Owens who corrals on the left side of the lane. Lions work right to left with it. Bates head of the key around to Wilkins left wing. Bounce it, left block for 4 to a cutter. Foul. Bates to the rim. Draws a personal on Colin Brown. His first on the Eagles. 2 free throws for Jalen Bates. Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel for brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. First free throw, Bates airballs. Got all net. For a 70% free throw shooter. Hasn't been there a ton here in his freshman year out of West Palm Beach, Florida. 9 of 14 now out in the season, but he adjusts and hits the second all strings to make it a 12-point game. 25-13 Eagles. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes off of that 16-2 run. Browder head of the key 3. Bingo! There is his 2000th career point. 2001 to be exact for Jack Browder, and he stops the scoring drought. Lions at the other end turn it over. Went 5-hole on Rylan Houck, out of bounds for a 9th giveaway. Ball back to the Eagles. 2001 career points for Jack Browder. 6th all-time in school history, 5th all-time in league history. With 2,000 career points, now he eyes the swish doctor, Chris Jones, for 5th on Carson-Newman's all-time scoring list. 2007 points for Chris Jones, the first All-American in men's basketball history in the early 60s. Needs 6 more. Browder, right point, hunting another triple. Off the mark, back of the 10. Rebound snared middle of lane by Taylor. Lions range right to left, down by 15. 28-13 with 8:22 to play in the first half. Mars Hill with it front court. Brown, the near steal on the right wing on Christian Foy. Foy got it back. Between the legs, goes off to Hires, head of the key. Wilkins through the middle of the paint. 10 and 9. Pass into the right corner, intercepted by Brown. A 10th line giveaway. Eagles bring it left to right. Browder driving on Hires to the bucket. Browder finishes with the left hand from the right side. A kiss off the glass. 20 first half points for Jack Browder. Timeout Mars Hill. 7:57 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman with its biggest lead of the day at 17. 30-13. Eagles here in the early goings. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
$7:57 to go in the first half. 30-13. Carson-Newman up on Mars Hill. Lions have 10 first half turnovers. Eagles have converted them into 10 points. And CN with a 30-13 lead on the Lions thanks to 53% shooting. And those 10 Lion giveaways. Mars Hill goes inside the Hires, kick out Taylor for a left wing three. Front of the 10, no good. Brown elevates for the rebound on the right side of the lane. And Carson-Newman works left to right with it. Brown down the left side of the paint. Goes to the hole, whistle foul. Charge this to Alejandro Ford. It's his second. The 4th on the Lions. So it should be 2 free throws for Colin Brown. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Colin Brown buries the first free throw. One more free throw for him and a 31-13 lead for the Eagles with 7:36 to go in the first half. A little 6-0 burst for Carson-Newman to complement that earlier 16-2 Eagle run. One more free throw for Brown. Southpaw lines it up, knocks it down. 2-2 trip for Colin Brown. His first points. Eagles up by 19, their biggest lead of the day, and it comes on the heels of a 7-0 run. Lions go to the head of the key for Jaheim Taylor. Taylor bounce to the left baseline for Foy. Foy Euros and hits with the right hand. High difficulty leaner for Christian Foy. His first points. Mars Hill's first made field goal in nearly 4 minutes, and it pulls them within 17. With 7:10 to play in the first half. Eagles front court. Illick lost the handle on it. It's loose at the timeline and grabbed by Foy. Carson-Newman's fourth turnover. Lions front court. Foy, head of the key, pulls from 3. Missed it off the front of the 10. Long rebound, a third of the day for Jack Browder at the right elbow. 20 points, 3 rebounds for the Player of the Year candidate and a potential All-American. Browder, left of the lane, works inside on Foy, gets to the right block, teardrop up, it rattles out, front side no good. Foy grabs the miss, and the Lions bring it from right to left. Left wing for John Brantner. 2 passes over to the right wing, Caden Owens. Owens, right baseline drive, all the way to the hoop. Overshot his layup. Houck grabs the rebound right of the paint, and the Eagles work left to right with the basketball with a 17-point lead and 6:20 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman with it front court. Bilbray, head of the key. Dribbles to the right elbow, pulls up, 15-footer. Bilbray knocks it down. 4 points for Matt Bilbray. He's the first Eagle other than Jack Browder to make 2 shots in this game. The Eagles are back up 19, 34-15. Jack Browder single-handedly outscoring Mars Hill with 20 first-half points. Lions front court. Owens out to the top of the key for Taylor with 13 to shoot. Taylor right around the Foy screen, pulls up for a 3. Taylor missed it long off to the left, hires an offensive rebound, turns, layup, no, third try, that won't fall. Brown, the rebound and running the free throw line. Brown, Euros to the bucket, has his shot erased from behind. A violent swat by Taylor. Brown shaken up. Lions the rebound and running front court. They've missed 5 in a row. All the way to the hole. Taylor lays it in with 2 hands. Count the basket on a foul. Jaheim Taylor, a solid take. The personal is on Braden Illick, his first. The second on the Eagles. 2 free throws for Jaheim Taylor. 79% for his career. 154 of 195 lifetime at the line for the Lenore Rhine transfer. I'm sure he'll shoot his first free throws today and try to chip away at this 17-point first-half deficit. Taylor spins up the first. And the and one free throws off to the right. No good. Illick a rebound. His first of the day. Eagles bring it left to right. Mars Hill +2 on the glass to start this game. Eagles on the offensive end. Bilbray, left elbow. Start and stop move, pulls up from the free throw line and swishes home the 15-footer. Back-to-back middies for Matt Bilbray. 36-17, Eagles by 19 with 5:04 to play in the first half. Lions onto the offensive end. Left point for John Brantner. 2 passes, inside it goes to Vidmar. He's trapped on the right block. Dribbles out of it with the left hand, bounce pass inside, knocked free by Bilbray. It skitters into the right corner and stays with Mars Hill with 8 to shoot. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. Right wing, a 3 for Wilkins on the inbound, missed it off the front of the 10. Fry snares the miss. And the Eagles work left to right with it, looking for their first 20-point lead of the night. Bilbray has it between the rings. Right hand handles, bounces to Fry through the middle of the lane, and Fry travels. Fry went to pass, dragged his pivot foot as he was twirling down to the left block to shovel it off to Braden Illick, and the Eagles give it away for a 5th time. 36-17, Carson-Newman leads with 4:22 to play in the first half. Lions with it front court. Brantner hands off forward right wing over to Wilkins left point. Houck defends him man-to-man. Right around a Vidmar's screen. Wilkins passes out to the left corner, intercepted by Fry. Ahead to Bilbray left of the lane. Bilbray has to save it in. It's to the head of the key to Houck. Eagles set up shop in the half court. Right wing, Illick fires from range. Back iron no good. Forward the long rebound left of the lane. Carson-Newman 5 of 11 from deep in this contest. Lions front court. Wilkins left block. Brings inside, kicks out head of the key for Brantner. Brantner down the right side of the paint. Goes glass, won't fall, but a foul. Charge the personal to Rylan Houck. His first, the team's third. Brings us to a break in the action. 3:43 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 36, Mars Hill 17. 20 first half points from Jack Browder. 11 Mars Hill turnovers. And the Eagles up by 19. Back to Holt after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
3:43 to go in the first half. 36-17. Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill. Eagles shooting 50% from the field. The Lions at 35%. And Mars Hill with 11 turnovers to 5 for the Eagles. That's the difference in this one. Now John Brantner's at the line for the Lions, looking to chip away at the 19-point deficit. And he does, making his first free throw nothing but net. Brantner, junior out of State Fair Community College, hasn't been to the line a ton. 13 of 17 at the stripe on the season. A little over 75% at the line, and he goes 2 for 2 on this trip to make it a 17-point game. 36-19 with 3:42 to play in the first half. Eagles race front court. Fry in the left corner. Baseline drive, fades it back out to Browder left wing. Around to Houck, head of the key. Houck, ball held at his right hip. Finds Illick right wing. Gives to Bilbray cutting inside. Bilbray bounce, Fry, left block. Elevates and detonates with the right hand. Delise Fry throws it down with the right hand. Net got stuck in the rim thanks to Fry's thunder. And the Eagles are doubling up the Lions. 38-19 with 3:20 to play in the first half. Mars Hill works right to left with it. Fry, a steal on a pass. Fry one-on-one with Wilkins to the hole. Finger roll with the right hand, no. Halfway down, it bounces out over the front lip of the rim. Caden Owens, the rebound for the black-clad Lions, moving right to left. Wilkins, head of the key. Underhand flip to Brantner, right wing. Left around a Vidmar screen. He pulls from the right point and swishes it. John Brantner hits his 12th three of the season. Lions cut it to 16. 38-22 with 2:45 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Bilbray. Left wing, dribbles inside. Back tip by Wilkins. Grabbed by Vidmar, goes to Wilkins, driving inside. He lays it in, count the basket and the foul. Strong take for Keenan Wilkins to get the bucket to go, and the foul on Bilbray, his first. The fourth on the Eagles. Mars Hill has rattled off 5 quick ones to get it down to a 14-point game. 38-24 with 2:30 to play in the first half. And now an and one freebie for Keenan Wilkins. Has 5 points, looks for his 6th, and gets the roll. 6 points for Wilkins. He leads Mars Hill in scoring. Eagles 38, Mars Hill 25. 6-0 run for the Lions to cut it to 13 in the last 24 seconds. Browder, free throw line. Muscles it inside for Illick. Saved in by Taylor. Off of Illick. And it's Mars Hill ball after Carson-Newman's 7th turnover. Ball back to the Lions. Trailing 38-25 with 2:14 to go in the first half. Taylor will bring it across the timeline left side and look to extend this 6-0 Lion run after they were down 19. Vidmar ahead of the key. Chest pass right wing for Wilkins. A bounce up top for Owens. Now the Hornet goes to the left wing for Taylor, and a whistle and a moving screen called on John Brantner. First on Brantner. 5th on the Lions. Or pardon me, 6th on the Lions, I should say. Didn't put the technical foul down on Jaheim Taylor. The Lions with a 13th first half turnover. Shot the ball all right. They've gotten to the free throw line, but turnover's a big difference in this one. Fry head of the key, bounce feed Illick right block. Illick reverse layup, kisses it in off glass. 5 for Illick. Fry has his first assist, 9th assist in the first half for the Eagles. That stops the 6-0 Lion run. 40-25 Eagles with 98 seconds left in the first half. Mars Hill front court. Owens. Left wing against Tauk, bounces to Vidmar left block. Vidmar stumbles, backs it out, Brantner left wing. 10 to shoot. Brantner moseys into the paint, twists it on Browder, lays it up and gets it to go off the glass. High difficulty move. That produces points for John Brantner. It's a 40-27 lead for the Eagles with 70 seconds left in the first half. Browder has the ball between the rings, dumps it off to Illick right point. Illick, one left-hand dribble, picks it up, bounces to Bilbray cutting right of the paint. Bilbray lost the handle on it and turns it over to Wilkins, an 8th Eagle giveaway. Wilkins into the front court. Underhand shovel to the right wing, Taylor. Taylor Euros into the paint, off balance, fall away. Doesn't get it to fall over the sack logo, but he got Browder airborne, and Browder picks up his first personal, the 5th on the Eagles. 50.4 seconds left in the first half. Mars Hill has cut it to 13 after trailing by 19. And now Jaheim Taylor heads the line to shoot 2. Bends the knees, the righty sinks the first. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Second free throw for Jaheim Taylor. Shrugs his shoulders, bounces the ball once, spins into his left hand, shoots it with his right, misses it. No, got all sorts of roll. Ball hopped on the back iron, high into the air, bounced twice, and then fell through. 40-29. Lions, after trailing by 19, have cut it to 11 with 48 seconds left in the first half. 20-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Bilbray brings it across the timeline and draws a trap, passes to the left wing to Illick. Back to Bilbray. Bilbray, left wing, pull up, 3 ball, Bilbray, bottom. Matt Bilbray has 9 first half points. The 6th made 3 of the half for the Eagles. They're back up 14, 43-29 with 24 seconds left in the first half. 1 second difference, shot clock to game clock. Mars Hill can play for the final shot of the half if it so chooses. Bates, right wing. Bounces to Owens, head of the key. Swings it to Wilkins, left point. Wilkins thought about a step back. Shuffles it, Brantner, left wing. 6 to shoot. Brantner inside. Layup up, blocked by Illick. Batted out of bounds. 2 on the shot clock. It stays with Mars Hill. 3.9 to go in the first half. 2 to shoot. Carson-Newman up 14 at the latter stages of the first half. Inbounds comes to left wing. Owens lands, gets it to Wilkins. Left corner, 3. Back iron, no. And that is how the first half comes to a close. At the break, Carson-Newman a 43-29 lead on Mars Hill, headlined by 20 first half points by Jack Browder. 6th player in school history, 5th player in conference history with 2,000 career points. But he was scoreless over the final 6 minutes of the first half. That's up to a 43-29 halftime lead for the Eagles over the Lions. Eagle Shop halftime report. Talk about playing for Ace when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
All right, back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman has a 43-29 halftime lead on Mars Hill. Eagles 54% from the field, 6 of 12 from beyond the arc, while taking advantage of 13 Mars Hill turnovers. Got that with plus 20 points for Jack Browder. Now, this game a bit more than just basketball. All the players in pregame warm-ups today wearing Play for Ace shirts. Members of the coaching staff wearing Play for Ace shirts. And who is Ace, you might wonder? None other than Ace Carter. He is the 3-year-old son of Mars Hill head coach KT Carter, who spent the previous 6 years as an associate head coach here at Carson-Newman. Ace was diagnosed before birth with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And in Ace's 3 years on this planet, he's powered through 3 heart surgeries. He has survived a cardiac arrest and spent many days on life support. News came through on New Year's Eve that Ace's heart was failing, and he's then spent 36 days inpatient in the hospital in Charlotte, where he will remain waiting for a heart transplant. So both teams today donning Play for Ace shirts in his honor. And we would encourage you, go to cneagles.com. You can click on the pregame story. You can learn more about Ace's story. And we would encourage you, too, to contribute to the Carter's ongoing medical costs. They have a GoFundMe, KT, all love in the world for him, and admiration for what he has done in year 1 at Mars Hill. Not just trying to build a program, but build a program while part of his heart is hours away, inpatient, waiting on a new heart in Charlotte. So we'd encourage you to head over to cneagles.com. You'll find the GoFundMe in the game preview, and certainly we will post it as well in elements
of our recap. But all kinds of love for the Carter family, KT, Haley, and of course Ace, and what they are going through. And that is why both Carson-Newman and Mars Hill wearing the gray Play for Ace shirts with the red ribbon. It is Heart Month as well, mind you, so appropriate for that. Eagles up 43-29 at the halftime break. Some big ones in the South Atlantic Conference tonight. I'll tell you about those when the Eagle Shop halftime report returns after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
All right, back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman has a 43-29 lead over the Mars Hill Lions. Earlier today, Carson-Newman's women, no issues with Mars Hill Eagles with a 105-58 throttling of Mars Hill. 23 points for Jen Sullivan. The women knocked down 17 of 45 shots from deep and handed out 36 assists on 40 made baskets. Keely Rogers led all passers with 10 assists as the Eagles scorch the nets from range to beat the Lions 105-58. Scored 24 points in every quarter, at least 24 points in every quarter. On the men's side, Catawba is at Newberry, and with 6:32 to play in the first half, the Indians are shooting 50% from the field, holding the Wolves to 29% shooting, and Catawba has a 24-18 lead on the Wolves. It's not larger than that because Newberry has gotten to the line 6 times and made all 6 of their free throws. How about this one from the Pryor Center? 20 seconds left in the first half. Lincoln Memorial has dropped the hammer on UVA Wise Rail Splitters are shooting 63% from the field. They've gone 9 of 14 from beyond the arc. And a Wise team who has only lost twice at home this season is down 52-31. Heading into the halftime locker room, Rail Splitters have led by as many as 22 in that game. Over in Emory, Virginia, Tusculum closes the first half on a 12-0 run. E&H doesn't score over the final 4.5 minutes of the first half. And the Wasps still lead, though, 42-36 at the halftime break. They're up 19 at one point, but the Pioneers, with some zeal and zest, close and make it a 6-point game before the halftime locker room. Over in the Deloach Center in Hartsville, South Carolina, Wingate traveling to take on Coker. That's a 41-26 lead for the Bulldogs on the Cobras. Wingate shooting 51% from the field, while Coker's at 42%. Just 2 first-half turnovers for the Bulldogs compared to 9 for the Lions. And Kendall Campbell leads all scorers for Wingate with 10 points. The game of the night, though, taking place in the Electric City at the Abney Center. Anderson can clinch the regular season title outright with a win. And they are playing Lenore-Rhine, the team that is 2 games back of first place. LR needs to win out and for Anderson to lose out to have a chance at the title. Bears are up 30-28 with 6:57 to go in the first half. It's been an offensively charged first half of basketball, with both teams shooting better than 60% from the field in that game. Junior Hodnett has 10 points to lead all scorers for Lenore-Rhine, while A.J. Wright, Rashawn Engelman, and Osmar Garcia all have 6 for Anderson. Caden Dawkins has 7 for the Trojans. At the half here in Holt, a 43-29 halftime lead for the Eagles. Second half action when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up 3 on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman has a 43-29 halftime lead on Mars Hill. Before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID across the Eagle Sports Network.
Adam Cavalier, glad to have you courtside here in Holt. Skip Roberts runs the show back inside of Network Control. Our fantastic crew, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Colin Kempfert, Megan Rhyme, Samara Shannon, and Emma Bowling. Glad you're with us here on the ESN. Mars Hill ball out of the break, left wing. Here's a three from Brantner. It's off the mark, off the back of the 10. Rebounded by Hauck in the middle of the lane for the Eagles, and Carson-Newman brings it right to left in the pristine home whites. Illick, left wing, shovels off to Jack Browder. North-south through the middle of the lane, all the way to the hole, and he's fouled. More free throws for Jack Browder. After the personal on Keenan Wilkins. First on him, first on the Lions. Browder, 20 points. That's 2003 for his collegiate basketball career. 4 more, and he moves into a tie for 5th on the league's all-time scoring list as he swishes the first. On the school all-time scoring list, I should say. With the swish doctor, Chris Jones, Carson-Newman men's basketball's first All-American. Second one, true as well. 22 for Browder. 2005 points in his career, and the Eagles up 16. 45-29, 35 seconds into the second half. Lions with it front court. Left wing for Caden Owens, drives baseline, fades out left point, Brantner. Brantner around to Wilkins right wing, one dribble, hands off Taylor on the perimeter. High hand for Fry. Taylor left around the forward screen, Illick switches to him. 6 and 5. Taylor down the left side of the lane, zips right block forward, lays it in with the right hand. First points for Alejandro Ford, 45-31, Eagles by 14. A minute and 5 seconds into the second half. Eagles break some Mars Hill pressure. Hauck on the left wing takes it down to the left block all the way to the hole. His layup is long, and the rebound grabbed by Ford on the left baseline. Lions down 14, moving left to right. Wilkins through traffic all the way to the hole. His scoop, no. Brantner an offensive rebound, second chance for the Lions. Brantner hands off to Owens in the left corner, baseline drive, stops underneath the basket, pivots around, hits Taylor cutting the basket. Taylor gets an off-balance layup to go, count the basket, and a foul on Jack Browder. Second on Browder, first on the Eagles. Taylor tapped it as the pass came to him. And it bounced high into the air and found the bottom of the barrel. There's a chance to trim it to 11 after the Lions were down 19 in the first half. Taylor with 6 points, looking for his 7th at the stripe. Missed it long off the heel. Hauck fighting for the rebound inside, and it's tipped out of his hands by Ford. Goes to Carson-Newman. 18:24 to play in the second half. 45-33, Eagles by 12. Inbounds comes the hash mark to Rylan Hauck. He gets it into Bilbray's hands, who races over the timeline, right side. Bilbray trap, passes out of it, Hauck left wing. Hauck pumps, drives to the left block, right hand layup, foul. Missed the layup short. The personal goes on Caden Owens, his first. Second on the Lions. 2 free throws for Rylan Hauck. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location as Hauck clanks it off to the right to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. That's First Bank, the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics. One more free throw for Rylan Hauck, sitting on 3 points. Give him his 4th, all strings. 46-33, Eagles by 13 with 18:10 to play in the second half. Lions with it on the offensive end. Head of the key for Brantner. Brantner, chest pass left wing, Wilkins. Gives off to Owens, drops it off on the left block to Ford. Draws a trap, backs out of it, and finds Wilkins left point with 9 to shoot. Wilkins pulls from the left wing. Free ball, short front iron. Bilbray poked the rebound up and out of bounds. Stays with Mars Hill. Clock is still running, so they'll have to adjust that. Should be 17:40 on the clock, give or take. They say 17:41. And Wilkins will inbound on the left baseline for a second chance opportunity to the Lions. Mars Hill +5 on the glass. Bounce comes to Owens in the left corner. He's trapped. Browder knocks the ball out of his hands and then deflects it out of
out off of Owens, back to Carson-Newman. Heady play by the All-America candidate. Browder will inbound to Houck in the backcourt. Ford picks him up the length of the floor. Houck leaps. I thought his pass was deflected, but he got it back in. Officials blow and say no, it was deflected. Still Carson-Newman ball. So that'll go down as an inadvertent whistle. And Houck will inbound with 22 to shoot from in front of his own bench, and the Eagles up 13. Houck triggers into Bilbray on the left wing, finds Browder left corner. Browder, hop step into the lane, drops the shoulder, right hand flip, Browder scores. 24 for Jack Browder. He has tied Chris Jones for the 5th most points in school history, 2007 for his career. Eagles up 48-33 with 17:10 to play in the second half. Lions front court. Wilkins in the middle of the lane, twisting around on Browder. And a right hand scoop and a whistle and a foul. It's a third on Browder. Clock is still rolling. Browder picked up his third. And the second on the Eagles. 16:58 to go in the second half. And Wilkins to the stripe. Swishes the first free throw. 48-34, Eagles by 14. That was the halftime margin. It's been a 5-5 ball game after halftime. Wilkins' second free throw. Rainbows through. 9 points for him. 48-35, Eagles by 13 with 16:55 to play in the second half. Fry with it in the front court after Browder fired a pass to him. Fry pressured by Owens. Spins right, chest pass inside. Houck to the hole, lays it in with the right hand. The Eagles get Houck loose to the bucket. He's got 6 points. Fry with his second assist. Back to a 15-point Carson-Newman lead. 50-35 with 16:30 to play in the second half. Mars Hill front court, right corner. Ford wide open from deep. He swishes it. Alejandro Ford, a 26% shooter from range, takes advantage of the extra space to make it a 12-point game. 50-38 with 16:14 to play in the second half. Bilbray breaks Mars Hill's pressure. The Eagles are onto the offensive end. Bilbray lost the handle on it. Leach passes right corner. Illick back to Bilbray, head of the key. Wide open, straight on. Triple, toilet bowls out left side. Fry and Taylor scrapping for the rebound. It's a tie-up, jump ball. Arrow favors the Eagles. 15:57 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 50. Mars Hill 38. We return to Jefferson City after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
15:57 to play in the second half. 50-38, Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill. Both teams shooting 50% from the field after halftime. Eagles led by 14 at the break. Mars Hill has taken better care of the basketball in the second half than it did in the first. 13 first half turnovers, just one giveaway after halftime. They've gone punch for punch with the Eagles here to start the second half. Carson-Newman a 14-4 advantage in points off turnovers. That's the difference from that 16-2 first half run. Eagles ball out of the timeout. Browder has it left block. Back to the basket on Ford. He's trapped. Browder feeds it to Houck, cutting left block. Houck lays it in. First assist for Jack Browder, the 12th for the Eagles as a team. And the lead stretched back to 14. 52-38, 15-38 to play in the second half. Lions the other way. Wilkins a right point triple. Halfway down and out. Houck elevates for the rebound in the middle of the lane, and the Eagles push tempo right to left. Houck, right wing, left hand dribbles, crosses over to his right hand between his legs. Leaps and passes Fry at the free throw line. Back out to Houck, right wing. He dials long distance. Leaves it short. Long rebound into the right corner. Tracked down by Christian Foy. Lions keep it to 1 and bring it left to right. Foy, left wing, gives off to Owens for a left wing 3. Owens rattles it in. Caden Owens drains the 3, cuts it to 11. 52-41. 14:53 to play in the second half. Eagles on the left wing with Browder out to Bilbray, head of the key. Out to Illick, free throw line. Illick, chest pass Browder, left wing, hand in his face, catch 3, bullseye! Jack Browder has 27. He is all by his lonesome in 5th on the Eagles' all-time scoring list, passing the Swish Doctor Chris Jones. 55-41 Eagles, 14:23 to play in the second half. Lions on the offensive end. Owens, left elbow, kick out, right corner, Ford. Ford baseline drive on, Fry, flip it out, Owens, right wing, 3 ball, hits it. Caden Owens is 3 of 5 from deep. He's the second Lion into double figures with 11. 55-44, Eagles by 11 with 14:03 to play in the second half. Browder trapped across the timeline, gets it to Fry at the head of the key. Loops it free throw line, Illick. Illick lobs to Bilbray, right wing. Bilbray left around an Illick screen. Pulls up, free throw line, 17-footer, swish. Bilbray is the second Eagle into double figures. He has 11 on 5 of 8 shooting. 57-44, Eagles up 13, 13:38 to play in the second half. Marzil with it front court. Wilkins head of the key. Drive and a dish to Brantner, right wing. Bounce it right baseline, Foy. Browder defends him man-to-man. Foy muscles inside on Browder. Draws a trap, passes out of it, Brantner right wing. 7 to shoot. Head of the key for Owens. Owens knifes inside, kick out left wing. Wilkins, NBA range 3. Front of the 10, no good. Browder reaches for the rebound and grabs it in the right corner. Browder front court. Stops and passes to Illick, right wing. Eagles getting the half court up by 13 with 13:02 to go in the second half. Bilbray left around a Browder screen to the left wing. Bilbray. Left hand handles, left around an Illick screen to the corner. Dribbles baseline, cuts inside, kick out Houck, right corner, catch 3. Houck in and out, no good. Fry the board and a whistle and a foul. Charge the personal to Caden Owens. It's his second, the team's third. Carson-Newman with 20 on the clock and the ball out of bounds. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Houck inbounds to Illick on the right wing. Eagles up 13. Illick bounces to Browder, right block. Back to the basket on Taylor. Draws a trap, passes out of it to Illick, right wing. Back to Browder, right corner, catch 3. Browder, bang, bang! It's a 30-piece for Jack Browder. He's 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, and he swells the lead back to 16. 60-44 with 12:22 to play in the second half. Jack Browder with career 30-point game at number 9. Lions with it front court. Left wing for Ford. Down the right side of the paint. He takes it into Browder. Overcooks his layup. Long off the backboard. Houck grabs his 5th rebound. And the Eagles bring it right to left. Up by 16 with 11:55 to play in the second half. Bilbray on top of the jump circle with 13 to shoot. An all-white jersey with teal shoes. Dribbles with the left hand to the free throw line. Got stripped. Got it back. 7 to shoot. Bilbray inside Illick, outside left corner Houck. Left baseline drive, 3 to shoot. Houck all the way to the rim, and he lays it in. That's 10 for Rylan Houck. 13th career double-digit scoring night for Houck. And the Eagles push ahead by 18, 62-44 with 11:25 to play in the second half. Lions front court, left corner, 4 to catch 3. Front of the 10, no good. Illick tracks down the rebound on the right elbow. And the Eagles bring it right to left, looking to extend a 7-0 run. Lions haven't scored in 3 minutes. Carson-Newman's made 4 of its last 5 shots from the field. Fry out to Illick at the top of the key. Illick flips it to Houck with an underhand. Houck, right-hand dribbles, outside Browder right wing. Back to Illick with 8 to shoot. Back to Browder on the wing, 7 and 6. Browder man-to-man with Taylor. Browder pulls a 3 and baited Taylor into a foul. Browder, just a touch of embellishment. Puts a second personal on Taylor. A 4th team foul on the Lions. And Jack Browder will have a trio of free throws when we come back. 10:51 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 62, Lions 44. Eagles in the middle of a 7-0 run. Mars Hill hasn't scored in nearly 3.5 minutes here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
10:51 to go in the second half. 62-44. Eagles up 18 on Mars Hill. Carson-Newman led by 14 at the break, but it's been a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes, taking advantage of a Lions scoring drought of the same time frame for Carson-Newman to stretch the lead back out to 18. And for the first time tonight, Jack Browder at the line has an opportunity to make it a 20-plus point lead with a trio of free throws. Browder bends the knees, flips up the first, and swishes it. 8 for 8 at the line today for Jack Browder. 31 points for him. His 9th career 30-point game. He swishes the second of 3. That's 9-0 the run for the Eagles. To put the Eagles up 20 for the first time tonight. And his third is on the way. Of course, it too is true as well. Jack Browder, 509 career-made free throws. Second most in league history, third most in school history. Mars Hill front court and Colin Brown called for a reach, his second, team second. Carson-Newman's up 21 for the first time tonight. 65-44 with 10:42 to play in the second half. Lions on the offensive end. Hires right wing, works on Uosis. Hires, gives off Wilkins left wing, cuts inside, drops it off for a cutting Hires, who alleys and lays from the left side of the lane. First points for Marvin Hires. That stops Carson-Newman's 10-0 run and gives Mars Hill its first points in 3.5 minutes. 65-46, Eagles by 19 with 10:10 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Houck, inside-out action, right wing triple, long off the heel. Owens a long rebound, right of the paint for the Lions. Mars Hill works it left to right, down 19. Wilkins down the left side of the lane, off-balance runner, won't fall off the right iron, but a whistle and a foul, and charge this to Matt Bilbray, his second, and the fourth on the Eagles. Stick around after today's game for the Domino's post-game report for the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Wilkins' first free throw, caught the front iron, hopped high into the air, rolled around to the right, and dropped through the strings. 11 points for Keenan Wilkins on 3 of 11 shooting. He's 4 or 5 at the line, make it 5 of 6 at the line. 2-2 trip, and the Lions cut to 17. 65-48 with 9:55 to go in the second half. Eagles break Mars Hill's press and bring it front court. Brown for Bilbray on top of the jump circle. Mars Hill extends out and defends him, pressuring on the perimeter. Brown, right wing, cuts into the lane, stops, drops the shoulder, left hand, lays it up long. Owens the rebound on the backside right block. Lions move left to right in all black. Wilkins head of the key, drives on Uosis to the right block, lays it up and in with a kiss off the window. 6 in a row for the Lions. They've cut it back to 15. 65-50, 9:22 to play in the second half. The Eagles with it front court. Browder on the perimeter, defended tightly by Ford. Browder head of the key, straight on triple. Front iron, no. Long rebound, tracked down right baseline by Owens. Eagles 2 for 7 from deep in the second half. 8 of 19, though, for the game. Lions on the offensive end. Brantner into the paint. Kicks out left wing for Owens. Jab step right foot. Passes across the perimeter. Right wing Wilkins. Drop it off right block. Hires. Feeds a cutter inside. Browder deflected it, but right to Ford, who has a look what I found laying on the left block. 8 straight for Mars Hill. 65-52. Lions cut it back to 13 with 8:35 to play in the second half. The Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes. Brown. Left wing handles, gets it to Browder right point. Browder rips through, drives on forward, all the way to the hoop. The scoop falls, it counts, and one. Vintage Jack Browder. He's got 35. 2 off his career high, and he stops the 8-0 Mars Hill burst in a 2-minute Eagles scoring crowd. Browder to the line, looking to edge out a 15-point Eagle lead. Well, thought it might be a little outside the realm of possibility that he could get there today. But you do have to consider Jack Browder is within some distance of Steve Twine, Time Adams for 4th on the school's all-time scoring list as he buries the and one free throw for his 36th point. 1 off his career high. 68-52, Eagles by 16 with 8:15 to go in the second half. Lions front court, right corner, Owens triple. Front of the tin, no good. Illick poked the rebound out of bounds into the left corner, and it stays with Mars Hill. 68-52, Eagles by 16. Steve Adams, 4th on the all-time scoring list in school history, 2,034 career points. That would be a 51-point night for Browder. He's 15 away with 8 minutes to go. He'd also be talking about a 50-piece if he did that. That'd be the more noteworthy thing. Lions go inside, a reverse layup missed by Brantner. Browder an offensive rebound, lost it, dropped the shoulder for Ford. It's an offensive foul. So charge Ford with his 3rd personal. 5th on the Lions, brings us to a break in the action. 7:53 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 68, Mars Hill 52. Back after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
7:53 to go in the second half. 68-52. Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill. Eagles try to keep a top 4 seed in the offing for the league tournament. trying to keep hopes of an at-large berth for the NCAA tournament alive, and a win today goes a long way for that. Eagles up by 16 with 7:53 to go in the second half. The story, Jack Browder scored his 2,000th career point. He's got 36, one off his career high. The Lions pressing as Browder inbounds to Haupt, who races over the timeline, dribbles through the middle of the lane, and a bounce pass to Fry is kicked out of bounds by Owens. It stays with Carson-Newman. Ford exits. Jaheim Taylor's back in for the Lions. The 68-52 Eagle lead. They have not trailed in this one. Used a 16-2 first half run to take control. Bilbray, right baseline, shoves off on Wilkins. He's called for an offensive foul on the inbounds. That's a third personal on Bilbray. A 15 foul on the Eagles. This is the second Carson-Newman turnover of the second half, 10th of the game. Eagles by 16. They've outscored the Lions by 2 after halftime, after leading by 14 at the break. Owens, right point for the Lions. Swings at Wilkins in the right corner. Keenan Wilkins bounces, Hires right block, back out to Wilkins on the perimeter. Around the horn it goes. Right wing Owens, 10 to shoot. Owens spins inside on Bilbray, drops it off Hires right block. He's trapped, 5 and 4. Hires turns left into the lane, shoots over Illick. Karam's off the left side. It's out of Hauk's hands on the left block and out of bounds. It stays with Mars Hill. Second chance opportunity for the Lions. Mars Hill plus 4 on the glass. They have 8 offensive rebounds, but only 2 second chance points. Been unable to find purchase in that regard, while Carson-Newman has scored off all 4 of its offensive boards. Wilkins will inbound left baseline. Carries in the left corner to Urbeck. To Hires, head of the key. Bounce feed to a cutting Taylor. Spins on Browder. Browder stripped him, but Taylor got it back. Left point, fires a 3 straight on. Thuds off the backboard. Hires and Browder tied up for the jump ball. Arrow favors Mars Hill. And so the possession extends for the Lions. 7:05 to go in the second half. 68-52. Carson-Newman a 16-point lead with 7:05 left. Wilkins to inbound. Also into the left corner to Urbeck. Lobs left of the lane to Hires. Hires dribbles with the right hand and neon yellow shoes to the head of the key and hands off to Wilkins. Wilkins 10 to shoot, pulls from the right point. 3 long off the heel. Hauk elevates to yank down the rebound over the free throw stripe. And the Eagles move right to left off of Hauk's 6th board. Bilbray handling on the jump circle. You got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And now a technical foul. You got a foul on Owens. And then a technical foul. Was that assessed to Jack Browder? So Owens is his 3rd. And then a technical assessed to Jack Browder. Browder's at the line. He thought it was assessed to Owens. Browder was standing there. Owens was bumping into his chest. So that's the 4th on Browder. And a 6th team foul on the Eagles. Jack Browder really frustrated with that as Wilkins rims out the first. Ball might not be telling fibs with that one. Wilkins second, rattles in. 68-53, Mars Hill stops a 2-minute scoring drought. And the scorers table needs some clarification on the situation here. You have 1-and-1 fouls for, or 1-and-1 free throws, pardon me, for Jack Browder after Mars Hill's 7th team foul. So 1-and-1 for Jack Browder. Chance to match and reset his career high. Front end is up and through, all strings for Jack Browder. Second time in his career, Browder's gone for 37. He did so against Wingate 11 days ago on Valentine's Day in this building. Second one's up and through, all strings. New career high, 38 for Jack Browder. 70-53, Eagles up 17 with 6:38 to go in the second half. Browder is playing on 4 personals. Lions with it front court. Chuck Benson hollers out, Jack no fouls. Wilkins down the right side of the lane, gets it out to Urbeck in the right corner. Urbeck's 3, left of the rim, no good. Taylor an offensive rebound, but he's shoved off on Browder. Browder gets free throws to march 75 feet the other way. Charged the foul actually to Caden Owens. That's his 4th, team's 8th. 1-1 for Browder. 38 points for Jack Browder, and now he's got a crack to become the 8th player in school history with a 40-point game. Front end of the 1-1 is through, all strings. 39 for Jack Browder. That's a new career high. He looks for the 40-piece at the stripe. The Eagles up 18. Make it 19. 8th guy in program history with a 40-point night. Nick Brennigan's 64-point game, the last 40-point game in school history. W.A. Wright, Mike Ogan, Chris Jones, Trip Davis, Ish Sanders, and Charles Clark. Eagles by 19, and now the Lions a turnover. Bilbray ahead to Fry, running the right side of the lane. He flips it in with the right hand. Stretch the lead back to 21. Eagles have matched their biggest of the day. 74-53 with 5:55 to go in the second half. It's a 6-0 run for the Eagles. Left wing for Taylor. Fry defends him. Taylor straight on triple. It was blocked by Fry. It winds up in Browder's arms on the right block for his 7th board. Browder across the timeline right side. A career high 40. Swings it left wing, Bilbray. Bilbray. Right hand dribbles against Keenan Wilkins. Finds Browder right point. Browder down the right side of the paint. All the way to the hoop. He lays it in with the right hand. How about 42 for Jack Browder? 76-53. Eagles up 23 with 5:15 to go in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Left block, Hires. Backs it out to the left corner. Sends it to Urbeck left wing. 13 to shoot. Round to the right wing, Taylor. Drop it off left point for Hires. Gives off Urbeck head of the key with 7 to shoot. Urbeck pulls straight on triple. Right iron, no good. Houck the rebound on the right block. His 7th board. And the Eagles get it into Browder's hands, up by 23. Browder trapped as he crosses the timeline. It's stripped by Wilkins. Wilkins left wing, left all alone. He'll shoot a 3 and swish it. That stops the Eagles' 8-0 run and makes it a 20-point game. 76-56 with 4:30 to play in the second half. Now another loose ball in the backcourt. Taylor touched the ball as he was lying out of bounds, and it goes back to Carson-Newman. No official turnover. Shot clock never reset. 4:28 to play in the second half. 76-56. Eagles by 20. Chuck Benson's confirming that the Eagles still have 10 seconds to get it across the timeline. Andy Eggers is saying that Carson-Newman has 4 seconds to get it across the timeline. And Browder will inbound it to Houck in the backcourt. Loops it ahead, but it's intercepted by Ford. 5th turnover of the half. Ford drives inside, airballs the layup, but is fouled by Houck. Eagles with some giveaways here in this stretch. Houck picks up his 2nd personal, the team's 7th foul. And 2 free throws here for Alejandro Ford. 4:20 to play in the second half. 76-56. Carson-Newman leads Mars Hill behind Jack Browder's 42-point night, the 8th 40-point game in school history. Ford flips the first free throw up and through, all strings. 20-point first half, 22-point second half for Jack Browder. Don't think the school record is in jeopardy tonight, and if it is, geez Louise, are we in for a final 420? 2-for-2 trip for Ford. 76-58. Nick Brennigan had 64 points against Newberry in January of 2024. That is the school and league record for scoring. Jack would need 22 in the next 4 minutes. Probably not going to happen. He might, though, get to 50. Bilbray, head of the key. Chest pass, Uosis left corner, back to Bilbray left wing, 7 and 6. Bilbray left corner, pulls from deep. Front iron, no. Long rebound into the right corner, punched out of bounds off of Ford. It stays with Carson-Newman. Brings us to a break in the action. 3:50 to play in the second half. Eagles 76, Mars Hill 58. Carson-Newman's led by as many as 23 in this one. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Back courtside at Holt Fieldhouse, Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand, where the Eagles have a 76-58 lead on Mars Hill with 3:50 to play in the second half. The story of the day has been Jack Browder's career-high 42 points, the 8th all-time 40-point night in school history, and the first since Nick Brennigan's magical 64-point game against Newberry in 2024. That is the single-game league and school scoring record. Question tonight, can Browder get to 50? There have been 6 50-point games in SAC history. Sits on 42 right now. Browder has the ball, spinning in the middle of the lane. Right-hand scoop through contact. He got it to go with the right hand. 44 for Jack Browder. He's tied Trip Davis, Chris Jones, and Mike Ogan for the 4th most points in a game in school history. 78-58, Eagles by 20 with 3:30 to play in the second half. Lions with it front court. Left wing for Ford. Ford, chest pass, left corner. Bates around to the left wing. Here's a triple, and it rolls in for John Brantner. Brantner has 10 points. Came in averaging 3.8. 78-61, Eagles by 17. Carson-Newman breaks Mars Hill's press and brings it front court. Browder, head of the key. Right-hand dribble, spins inside on Foy, drops the shoulder, right-hand hook. Browder missed it long. Uosis an offensive rebound, shuffles it out to Hauk left wing. 6 to shoot. Uosis 5 and 4. Around to Browder right wing. 30-foot three. Browder heaves it, grazes front iron, no good. And Taylor grabs the rebound on the left baseline. 2:37 to go in the second half. Lions onto the offensive end. Left block for Bates. Twists inside on Uosis. Shovels it off for Foy. Bounce it out right wing Brantner. Back to Foy right wing. Foy goes behind the back to the left hand. Swings it Wilkins head of the key. Wilkins darts down the left side of the lane. Lays it up. It's strong off the window. Illett grabs the rebound. 2:15 to go in the second half. Eagles by 17. Lions trapping as Carson-Newman brings it front court. Right corner, Uosis, around to the head of the key, Browder. Bates there with high hands, man-to-man, 15 to shoot. Browder right around an Illick screen to the right wing. Ford switches to him. Browder drives, Euros, and walks. Browder tried to get the contact to get to the line, but ended up taking one too many steps. And the Eagles turn it over for a 14th time this game and a 6th time this half. 78-61, Eagles by 17 with 1:50 to play in the second stanza. Lions with the ball front court. Brantner, right elbow. Out to the right wing, Ford. Ford inside out, right wing for Brantner. Give it to Foy head of the key. Foy, underhand shovel, left wing Brantner. Drives inside to the cup. Finishes through contact with Browder, trying to avoid his 5th personal. Good take for Brantner, he's got 12. 78-63, Eagles by 15 with a minute 22 to play in the second half. Bilbray races across the timeline with a second to spare to beat the press. And the Eagles set up shop on the offensive end. Haven't scored in 2-12. Bilbray pass left corner, out of bounds. Hauk stumbled on a slick spot. And Hauk grabbing his left leg. Did not look good for Rylan Hauk with 72 seconds left. And the Eagles up 78-63. Nick Peters quickly out to tend to Rylan Hauk. Hauk getting up under his own power. And he is gingerly moving off the floor. A slight smile on his face as he wraps his left arm around Nick Peters' shoulders, and Curtis Magwood immediately out with the mop to take care of the perspiration on the left baseline. 14 to shoot for the Eagles. It's still their ball on the deflection out of bounds. Eagles up by 15. Bilbray finds Browder left wing. Ford out to defend him. 2 to the ball. Browder drives inside. Fires up a shot. Missed it off the heel. But a whistle and a foul. Jalen Bates with his second. The 8th on the Lions. And 2 free throws here for Jack Browder. Chance to get 4th place on the single game scoring list all to himself as he swishes his 45th point. He's 16 of 16 at the line. 79-63, Eagles by 16. Bend the knees, second one up and through. 46 for Jack Browder, new career high. 80-63, Eagles by 17 with 57 seconds left in the second half. Bates drives inside, lost the handle on it. Out of bounds, last touch by Uosis. And it stays with Mars Hill. Clock continued to run, I believe. So they adjust the time on the clock. 46.8 seconds left in the second half. Hold the phone. 51.5 seconds left, pardon me. All set. Inbounds comes left baseline from Wilkins. All the way into the left wing 4. He steps in with 1 foot, takes a 3, missed it off the front of the 10. Brown grabs the rebound. 42 seconds left, and the Eagles in control, up 17. Brown wheels at front court for the Eagles. Brown got stripped by Wilkins. Wilkins down the left side of the lane, goes in and lays it in with the left hand to make it a 15-point game. 80-65, 32.8 seconds left. Shot clock at 27. 2-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Uosis with it on the right wing. Flips it to Matt Bilbray. Eagles will continue to chew clock with this one in hand, up 15. Bilbray defended by Bates, 7 and 6. Bilbray splits 2 defenders through the middle of the lane. Kick out, left wing, extra pass, Browder. He's going to take the shot clock violation. So the Eagles with an intentional turnover. Holt Fieldhouse applauds the keep away. And Mars Hill will have one final movement before it's all she wrote from inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Khalees Fry is going to check in. It's a curtain call for Jack Browder. Behind a career-high 46 points, the 4th highest single-game scoring effort in school history. Inbounds comes to Christian Foy. He dribbles out the final seconds. That's all she wrote. Carson-Newman 80. Mars Hill 65. 46 for Junkyard Jack. A Player of the Year caliber performance paves the way for the Eagles to beat Mars Hill 80-65. Back to hold after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
80-65, Carson-Newman defeats Mars Hill behind 46 points from Jack Browder. Fourth highest scoring night in school history. And an obvious career high for Jack Browder. Domino's postgame report heads your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
We're going to get backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with two hands.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Tri-Light, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Carson-Newman wins over the Mars Hill Lions. The final score from Holt Fieldhouse, it's Carson-Newman 80 and Mars Hill 65. The Eagles improve to 18-9 and 13-8 in the SAC, while the Lions fall to 9-18 and 3-18 in league play. It is a 5th straight win for the Eagles. It's a 13th straight loss for the Mars Hill Lions. Here on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, always nice when you can witness one of the all-time great scoring performances here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Jack Browder, goodness, 46 points, 4th all-time in a single game in scoring in school history, 9th all-time in league history with his 46-point night. Just when you think you've seen it all from your League Player of the Year candidate and a presumptive All-American, he hands you something different. What did you see from your senior tonight?
Well, I mean, I think you just addressed it. 46 points, 17 of 17 from the free throw line, 5 of 9 from 3, 12 of 20 from the field. Ironically, KT Carter, the head coach of Mars Hill, who was my assistant here for 6 years, said jokingly to us, like, literally, Jack will go for 50 tonight. I don't know if he's some kind of wise sage.
We know he
a prophet.
is.
But for him to come out with that statement and then for Jack to deliver, I actually think he said that to Jack. So, I mean, you know, what can you say about Jack Browder, man? He is the most complete student athlete I've had the pleasure of coaching as a head coach in 23 years of being a head coach. Because it's not just the basketball side. I mean, it's the academic side. It's the obviously the performance side, but it's I don't know, the image he helps portray on behalf of our program and our institution for that matter. You know, I can never say thank you enough to him. As we all know, the guy could have left here after his sophomore season. He could have left here after his junior season. His loyalty to our institution and to our employee and to our staff, his sacrifice to stay here is second to none. What does he mean to me? Kevin, I mean this wholeheartedly. Jack Browder will be one of the men that lay me in my final resting place.
Ooh.
That's what Jack Browder means to me.
Ooh.
I want that guy to carry me to that site for a lot of reasons. And 46 really is. It's not about that. It's a lot of other reasons. It's just that he's able to do that too.
You alluded to KT, and I do want to touch on this. I've got the shirt on, the Play for Ace shirt. Yours is in your office. Your entire team wore them in pregame warm-ups. Can't state it enough how much Ace Carter, KT's 3-year-old son, is on our minds. He's in a hospital in Charlotte awaiting a heart transplant. He will remain in a hospital in Charlotte for the next several months. And, again, we've mentioned the GoFundMe throughout the broadcast. I'll mention it again here. It'll be in the link on our YouTube interview from today's game. And it'll be in the recap
Right.
From today's game. But obviously, KT, I'll put it to you like this. There is one opposing head coach who gets a Christmas card from the Cavaliers in the South Atlantic Conference across all sports.
Right.
It's KT Carter. Love, respect, and admiration for what he has done in year one at Mars Hill. 9 wins, the most for the program in 6 years would be enough. The fact that he has done it with his son 3 hours away in a hospital awaiting a heart transplant is insane.
KT's an unbelievably mentally tough person, an exceptional leader of his family. They've held this thing together since birth when they knew that Ace had some heart problems. And the respect I have for what he's done this year. What he doesn't know is when I'm talking to other coaches at games, inevitably the job he's done at Mars Hill gets brought up. And what a great job KT's doing. Yep, not surprised. Not surprised at all is my answer. But I just beg people to consider doing anything you can to help the Carter family. Prayer's powerful. I would encourage prayer, but also I would encourage people to consider giving to help them over the next several months while KT's wife Haley and Ace are at the hospital in Charlotte, and they need as much financial support as they can get, along with the prayers. So I ask everybody to think about that and give serious consideration to helping one of our Eagle family members.
Again, the GoFundMe, we will post it it'll be in the comments for this interview when it's uploaded to YouTube, and you'll find it in the recap as well as the preview from today's game.
Yeah.
We've been delivered some treats, Chuck. This is an Eagle Club treat. It is a
chocolate pudding.
It is a deconstructed eclair. And I've already had one. This is what you get if you're an Eagle Club member.
Eagle Club, David Needs and the Eagle Club have taken care of Kavanaugh tonight with this reverse engineered eclair. Deconstructed. Reverse engineered, deconstructed. I'm going dessert first because you know what I'm doing downstairs after this.
You got some sausages?
Bubba's smoked sausages. But I think in this particular case, going with this first is a no-brainer. But thank you to David Needs and the Eagle Club for stepping up and allowing Kavanaugh to consume, I would say, 450 to 500 calories.
Oh, I've already had a 500.
You're pushing 1,000. You're pushing 1,000.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to get I'm going to try to start catching up right now.
I want to talk about this game. We've gone down a lot of different roads. The stuff with KT, the stuff with Jack. But let's focus at long last on this game proper. It was tight early. Then you dropped the hammer with a 16-2 run, got up double digits, and then led by double digits for the remainder of this game. What'd you see from your team tonight? Did turn it over 16 times. That's the most in a minute. But still really efficient and did a lot of things that lead to winning.
Yeah, I mean, we were a little sloppy. Some of that kudos to credit to Mars Hill for making it difficult. They threw a lot of traps, a lot of scrambles, and we sort of coughed it up. But beyond that, we won the rebound battle. We won the free throw battle. We turned them over, had 8 steals ourselves, turned them over 16 times. They got a little hot there from the 3 the second half. I thought the game pressure had slipped. And so it was sort of, there's not as much game pressure. We were up 20 or whatever, and I just felt like, we just really, not that we lost the edge, but they were able just to feel more comfortable in their shot selection and their types. And so I did think it was it was gonna be tough, but I think it was a good win for us, a conference win, and to get the season sweep versus Mars Hill with 1 to go, I'm pleased and proud of our guys.
What can you say about this team, especially this month, but really the last 4 weeks? Winners of 5 straight, 8 of your last 9. the job that it has done to weather the storm and put together some quality performances when it's mattered most.
Well, Kev, you know what we lost from last year.
Yeah.
And it just took us a while to sort of get everybody on the same page. In the last 12 games, I felt like that's when you've seen Bill Bray sort of find his greatness. You know, I think if you've seen Ryland get comfortable, I think we've seen Khalees stack multiple high-performance games where he, can score it, can rebound it, can defend it, all that. Braden has been shooting the ball like we know he can shoot it as of late. So, and then we shortened our rotation and got quality minutes out of Ivris and Colin. I'm not saying the guys couldn't be playing. I like my roster. But we've sort of shortened things up and have found a bit of a rhythm here late. And credit to our guys and credit to our staff. I think Luke and Case have done a really good job of sort of helping manage guys and bring guys through and helping them maintain a level of confidence and understanding. And our players have never really waned. They've continued to put in the work day in, day out, and have been willing to trust our staff and to sort of consistently follow through with the agreements we make regarding game plan.
We touched on Jack with a 46-point night and his performance today. That prompted the comment that he's going to be one of your pallbearers.
I'm sorry, Cav. It just came to me the moment. Spirit moved me.
I think that says a lot. But I do want to focus on the grander scheme of things, and somehow 46 points overshadows him getting 2,000 for his career and moving past the Swish doctor, Chris Jones. I think you've already said it and proclaimed it by him being a pallbearer when the time comes to lay you to rest.
Another good 25 years this in me, Gav.
But you've witnessed a 1,900-point score in Ish Sanders. You witnessed the league's all-time leading scorer in Charles Clark. You, as a fan of Carson-Newman basketball, witnessed Steve Twantine Adams in your youth. Can you put into perspective Browder's scoring compared to those guys who are the best of the best, Jack among them?
Those guys you mentioned found it earlier in their career. Not that Jack was an average Joe by any means, but I think he sort of came to it later, and then had to share a lot. I mean, this guy played with several 1,000-point scorers himself here. So for him to go over the 2,000-point mark, that's a big part of the story, And I think in the concept of the history of Carson-Newman basketball, he's definitely one of the all-time greats. But there's the other part of it, the rebounding part of it. He's an exceptional rebounder. I've told you he's the most complete student athlete I've ever coached. When you consider he's in the National Academic Men's Basketball Player of the Year, he's a two-time Academic All-American. He's already
two-time President's Award winner, two-time Region Scholar Athlete of the Year.
So where does
all sports?
We look at him just from a scoring standpoint. That's an incredible accomplishment. But then the breadth of everything else sort of sets him apart, in my opinion, in a league all by himself. Like I said, his loyalty to this institution and to our program, his sacrifice to stay a part of this. The guy could have left here and been a six-figure earner at multiple institutions, D1 institutions, and he decided to stay here. So, I think we all just understand that Jack's a special guy, and this has been a special 4 years. And at this point, the one thing I know about Jack, he is proud of what he's been able to accomplish, but I can promise you what he really wants to do is to keep playing. We know we've got 2 games left, 1 regular season, 1 tournament, but he wants to keep playing towards the championship at the SAC level or at the national level.
Get LR here Saturday. 2 teams ranked in the region top 10. What do you have to do to process this one and get ready for the Bears?
They are really good. They beat us soundly earlier in the year. I think we're a different team now. We've had a lot of success against LR. Prior to this season, I think we had beat them 9 consecutive times, maybe. And that's not a slap in their face by any means. They've had quality program, At this point, Brent Owens is doing an exceptional job with that team. Obviously, they're going to be in the national tournament. But we're excited about that last game of the season here. Be senior day. Our guys will be excited to play. But we've got to play a complete game. We have to play a complete game on both sides of the ball. And that requires a level of poise to tamper sort of the excitement of wrapping up a regular season. We've got to be able to put a performance together for 40 on both sides of the ball to have a chance to win.
Chuck, I'm going to make one request before we go.
Yes.
One request before we go. We've got a brand new father and a brand new mother sitting back up there.
I see them back there. I do.
Ian Johnson.
Yes.
What a guy Ian is.
Yes. That's a brand new newborn.
Lexi gave birth. Literally, he left our games here last week to go. Lexi's water broke mid-game against who were we playing last Wednesday? Who was here? ENH. ENH
Yes.
Leaves the games to give birth to his child. So I'm going to make a request. Ian and Lexi need some sausages.
Done and dusted, as you would say.
Thank you.
Easily done.
Chuck,
done.
Pleasure as always. Congrats on the win.
Would they like a half-eaten eclair? No, I'm not that generous. I'm taking this with me. All right.
Let the world know Chuck Benson will not share his half-eaten deconstructed eclair with a new mother. Chuck Benson will not provide the necessary caloric intake to a new mother with a week-old baby.
But I will happily deliver
some sausages. All right.
Thanks, Kevin.
That's Edmonds basketball coach Chuck Benson. We're going to roll on with Domino's post-game report. Jack Browder to the microphone when we come back after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report. Before we get to our chat with Jack Browder, Anderson and Lenore Ryan are playing a dandy. There's under a minute to go, and Osmar Garcia Arroyo just missed a mid-range jumper for the Trojans. It's 81-81 with 45 seconds to go. I was going to let you listen in, but LR has just raced front court, and the Bears have called timeout with a chance to take the lead. in that game with 43.2 seconds left in that one. So, continuing on the Domino's postgame report, I'm Adam Cavalier alongside our premier player of the game, Jack Browder. Jack, 46-piece. 4th all-time in a single game for scoring. 9th all-time in league history for scoring, a new career high for you. 12 of 20 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 17 of 17 at the line. How'd you do it tonight?
I had to show some love to KT, I guess.
I
how'd I do it?
That's if I like how you display. If that's how you display love.
Yeah. No, it reminded me of KT in practice whenever he's coaching up the blue squads, and but no, how I did that. I did that with 4 of the guys around me on the floor, trusting me and just trusting each other. That's one of our core values, and I think right now it's just so evident when you watch our games that we're trusting each other and we're playing confidently. That's the bottom line. I don't do that. I don't do any of this throughout my entire career without 4 of the guys around me on the floor, and then the rest of the roster every day in practice grilling me, just making it extremely hard. So I had the points, but they completely. I give them the credit, really. I mean, I don't know how many were assisted, but I bet a lot of them were assisted.
A lot of them were assisted, and very much like the last guy to score 40 who didn't also score 50, Trip Davis, had 44 against Benedict. He did a ton of work at the line, much like you did here today. A ton of drives.
Yeah.
Drew 10 fouls to get to the line a bunch. Was that just predicated on how Marsville was playing you?
Yeah, I mean, team started been flooding my drives recently, just trying to get in gaps and stuff. We're trying to touch paint, get to the free throw line at a high clip, and again, it just happened to me. I draw fouls at a decent rate, so I can't control the refs and what they do, but I must have been getting fouled today on their eyes, and but a lot of them were one-on-ones though, and other off-ball fouls like that. So, but just trying to touch paint. When you get to the paint, good things happen.
This was a game where you got up big early. 16-2 run around the midpoint of the first half, let you build a double-digit lead, and then never surrendered it. Had some sloppy moments as a team in this one. How do you process the good, a really efficient night? You forced 16 turnovers, but also with some room for growth. Yeah.
Definitely need to grow and have better poise, and when they're sending them traps and sending bodies on the post ups and sort of. We had a lot of funky turnovers though. It says 16, but I bet 4 to 5 of them are just weird, just stepping out of bounds. Just me and Ryland we turn heads at the wrong time and just throw it out of bounds. I get a ball tipped out of me on a clean defensive rebound. Just a lot of funky ones. But there's also the ones where we've got to do our job flooding and wait, what just happened? Overtime?
Jack and I are watching the end of LR and Anderson, and I believe.
Dang, what a game!
It's headed to OT.
LR was 2, right? On the rankings?
In
2?
the region?
In the region?
Yeah, 1 versus 2 in the region rankings. LR needs a win to win out. Anderson needs to lose out, and those two could share the the regular season crown for the South Atlantic Conference. I think it was Malachi Reeves who missed a 3 for the Trojans. That was after a fadeaway miss on the previous possession by Lenore Ryan. So both teams got a crack at it. But that's why we might be just a touch distracted.
My bad. That's a big game.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Massive game. Game of the night in the region, without question. The 46 points, it's crazy. You have that happen on the night where you go past 2,000 for your career. Yep. You have, I suppose, downplayed the historical nature of things, being grateful, but while ultimately there are other things, other goals that you have in mind. So I'm going to allow you to be a broken record if you want to. 2,000 career points on a night where you drop 46 and move into the top 5 all-time in scoring in in league history. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I would say 3 years ago, my freshman year, I don't think anybody could have predicted this. Like I've said all along, I'm just extremely grateful for Carson-Newman and the teammates around me that have been able to put me in positions to be successful. And absolutely none of it happens without the 4 other guys around me on the floor for the whole game, and then the guys on the bench that maybe their role is not playing, but their role is competing every day and being great culture guys and making it hard in practice. And I'm grateful for them to be able to just make me better. I mean, you gotta go through hard stuff to be able to be able to handle adversity and all that type of stuff. So I'm grateful for the people around me here that have been able to help me out and push me in the right direction. So absolutely, none of this happens without the people around me here at Carson-Newman.
Well, you get one of the teams that we're currently spying on Saturday. Anderson has taken an 83-81 lead on Lenore-Ryan on the first bucket of overtime on an Osmar Garcia Arroyo right block lay-in. You get LR on Saturday. How do you process this one? Awaiting the Bears team that made life really challenging on you as a team in the first meeting back in early January.
Yeah, I mean, LR is playing extremely well. I mean, I think they have, 2 losses since their trip to Florida, right? 22-4 or something like that.
That's correct.
So, I mean, they're one of the hottest teams in the country, and obviously they just manhandled us at their place, and our team is just completely different right now, and I think they're going to know that, and I'm same for them though. They're probably going to be saying the same thing. You know, they burst in open three. Woo.
Left wing.
Open three. I saw that go in about how many
7 times?
7 times there.
7 times, yeah.
No, they're going to come in here just fully expecting to just do the same thing that we do. We got to find a way to combat that and do our right prep and hear what the coaches are saying. And, God, that was – what is happening right now? Oh, my – what?
Turnover.
That looks like
Turnover.
us sometimes.
A.J. Wright from the head of the key chucks it out of bounds on the left baseline. Should I just let you stay here and we finish watching the end of this?
Maybe you can switch it to Iris.
Iris can give his color commentary. We'll go ahead and we're going to say that's the end of the interview for Jack. But we're going to let Jack enjoy the we won't make Ian chop up however long of an interview this is with us watching the end of this game.
But Kimball. Foul.
Would you let me do the play-by-play?
Yeah, sorry.
You can do the color commentary. So we've got Ivaris Uosis waiting in the wings, but it is Ivaris says he's good because we do all have a degree of interest in the end of this Anderson LR game. I'm not entirely certain who's behind the microphone for Anderson, but it's an 83-83 game with 3:07 to play.
Free throw made by Blessing Kimball.
In the overtime period. I was going to let them we'll turn them up here on the Eagle Sports Network.
For 3 tonight. And able to get the second to fall with a couple friendly bounces. A 2-point lead for Lenore-Ryan.
Dating back to the final part of the second half. A 10-2 run for Lenore-Ryan here. Has them out in front.
Engelman thought about the 3. Instead, finds Wright. Wright, his 2 will fall. We're even at 85.
Able to get the mid-range to go. Big bucket for the Trojans. Gets them out of that scoreless streak.
Savage with Dawkins on him. Trying to steamroll inside. Dawkins not allowing it to happen. Luczynski getting physical. Dawkins thought he had the steal. Instead, the foul is called. Luczynski will head to the free throw line, and we take another look.
We saw Dawkins reach in there with Luczynski backing down on Garcia Araujo, and I think he got away with it.
Or he at least thought so. And I think the entire Trojan faithful did as well.
That was a very close call. Luczynski, no good on the first. And the missed free throws for Lenore Rhine, something that could potentially come back to haunt them down the road. Luczynski 1 for 2 on that trip. Bears lead it 86-85.
See Maccabee check back in. He's a spot-up three-point shooter. Watch for him in the corner.
Garcia Rojo finds Maccabee. Engelman for three, buries it! A big-time shot from Engelman. The Trojans take back the lead.
And it's the freshman with the big shot right there. Great job, Engelman. Puts the back him out in front.
All right, that's a live listen in to Anderson and Lenore Rhine from the Abney Center, where the Trojans have an 88-86 lead over the Bears with 1:48 left in overtime in a game that if Anderson wins, it wins the regular season SAC title outright. 1 versus 2 in the Southeast region rankings that came out earlier today. Here on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside freshman forward Ivoris Uosis. Ivoris, 14 quality minutes for you off the bench in a 15-point win, a 5th straight win for the Eagles this season, and a 6th straight win over Mars Hill. You've been providing quality minutes off the bench, especially here in the month of February. What has clicked for you here in the latter stages of your redshirt freshman campaign?
Yeah, I mean, it's more credit to my teammates than anything. I mean, me and CB have talked about it a lot, just me playing to my own strengths. You know, being a freshman still can add a lot to my game. So as of now, I'm just trying to play to my strengths, you know, try not to commit as many mistakes and try to benefit our team as much as I can. You know, it's all about doing the little details right, getting rebounds and just running, and it's not all about scoring at the end of the day.
Rebounding certainly the thing that you have become the most known for here in year one for you. What's your attitude to attack the glass?
I mean, we pride ourselves in rebounding. We pride ourselves in defending as well. That's what's been key to our run recently. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest parts of winning. You know, just getting a rebound and finishing our defensive possessions with a good rebound. So, just being determined, just being competitive, having the drive to win.
In this game, defense felt like it created offense, especially in the first half. You forced 12 first-half turnovers for Mars Hill in building at what was at times as large as a 19-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
What was the key to getting stops and turning those into scores?
I think just a whole team defensive effort that we talked about. We talked about having our right scout discipline and just helping each other out. You know, it's not about playing one-on-one defense; it's about playing 5-on-5. So we emphasized the pack in the paint, you know, and knowing our shooters. So yeah, just helping each other out, being alert at all times, and just playing as hard as we can, man. And just we gotta have each other's back.
You and I have been doing what everybody else has been doing during his post-game interviews and watching Carson-Newman's next opponent. It is a dandy of a game over at the Abney Center. Lenore Rhine and Anderson are tied at 88 in overtime. Obviously, Lenore Rhine's really good. How do you build upon this one, facing off against one of the hottest teams in the nation on Senior Day?
I mean, Marcel and Lenore Rhine, I think, possess very similar traits. As in, they like to press. They go to their glass hard. So I think Marcel was a good warm-up for a tough opponent like Lenore Rhine. But I mean, it's like any other game. We're going to prepare like we do. We're going to focus on ourselves and let the outcomes come. But we're just going to stay present. We know they're a great team for sure. But yeah, we're just going to get our scout right and come in with a good attitude.
Ivoris, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, Kev.
That is freshman forward Ivoris Uosis as Carson-Newman prevails over Mars Hill by a final score of 80-65. There's a minute left in overtime. Anderson has a 1-point lead, and as Lenore Rhine brings the ball front court, the Bears call for time. We will revisit that in a moment. Elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference today, Catawba victorious over the Newberry Wolves, 76-61. Indians shoot 40% from the field, force 14 Newberry turnovers, and lead by as many as 17 in their 15-point road win at Eliezer Arena. That eliminates the Wolves from contention for the South Atlantic Conference Tournament. Lincoln Memorial victorious at UVA Wise 87-79. Rail Splitters got up big. They're up 23 at the break. Wise made a run at it, outscored the Rail Splitters 48-33 in the second half, but never could grab a lead in that one. LMU led by as many as 23 in that game. E&H holds serve at home against Tusculum 79-72. That was a game in which the Pioneers trailed by 19 early in the first half, rallied and got within 6 at the break, but kind of like UVA Wise, never could get over the hump. Wingate at Coker, no troubles for the Bulldogs on the road at the Deloach Center. Winners 81-58 over the Cobras. 15 turnovers for the Snakes, only 5 for the Bulldogs, who got 21 points from Isaiah Vick in a 23-point road win. And we'll head back to the Abney Center for the final 56 seconds with Anderson leading Lenore-Rhine in the waning stages. Here's the Trojan Sports Network.
Seconds remain. Dozier trying to find a basket. A Bear looking for a big shot here. 45 seconds now. 10 on the shot clock. Savage spinning around inside. Dozier to beat the buzzer. He's got it. The Bears take the lead.
30 seconds left, LR up 1.
To 89. And Jimmy Williams is going to call a timeout before what is a massive possession here in Anderson.
Still February, but certainly some March feel between Lenore-Rhine and Anderson. Again, a win by Anderson over the Bears. And it means that the Trojans are outright league champs. If LR prevails, they need to win here Saturday against Carson-Newman, and Anderson would need to lose to Tusculum, and then LR and Anderson would share in the regular season title. So quite a bit on the line over at the Abney Center, and we're going to keep it here in Holt Fieldhouse until the conclusion, at least of this overtime period. We won't stick around if it goes to a second OT session, but we'll at least see if LR is coming into Holt Fieldhouse on a win or off of a loss, and we'll let you continue to listen in to the Trojan Sports Network with a call to the final 25.7 seconds, and Anderson down 1. 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock.
Seventh game will be the 7th consecutive victory for the Bears. Or can the storybook season for the Trojans at home have a perfect end? Engelman with under 10 on the shot clock. He's getting harassed. A floater falls! The freshman with 7.6 seconds remaining. What a shot from the Sacramento native.
I talked about it before. Big players make big plays and big-time moments, and it's the freshman, Rashawn Engelman, who has made big plays all season long. He does it right here in what could be the biggest moment for the Trojans offense.
22 points, 6 rebounds for the reigning South Atlantic Conference Player of the Week. And big-time shots like that show you exactly why he's earned that distinction. Now it's up to Lenore-Rhine. Do they have an answer? Can they take the lead or win it here in the Abney?
We have 7 seconds, and we saw the Trojans kind of wait till the last second there. They did not want to give Lenore-Rhine much time on the game clock. It'll be interesting to see. They have Savage, Dozier, Broston out there as well. Luchinsky, the big man, and of course, the likes of Hodnett in the corner.
If
Big
you're
moment.
Anderson, do not foul. Savage. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Savage for the win. No good! The Trojans' storybook season ends with a South Atlantic Conference championship in the Abney Athletic Center. 14-0 at home, and the Southeast region runs through Anderson.
All right, so Anderson wins it in the Abney Center, 91-90 over the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. So Anderson clinches the South Atlantic Conference regular season title outright with the overtime win over Lenoir-Rhyne. So LR will enter Holt Fieldhouse on a loss on Saturday. For our entire cast and crew, Ian Johnson doing everything. Glad to have him back. Jay West, who steadied the ship while Ian was out having kid at number 1 with he and his wife Lexi. Grateful for them. Grateful for our phenomenal camera crew, Megan Ryan, Colin Kempfert, Emma Bowling, and Samara Shannon, as well as Skip Roberts back inside of network control. I'm Adam Cavalier. Once again, the final score from Holt Fieldhouse. It's Carson-Newman 80, Mars Hill 65. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics comes from on the road on Friday. We've got a softball doubleheader. Matt Scalzo has that one with games in the afternoon against Bluefield State and Lincoln. And then Carson-Newman baseball starts a series at Anderson at 4 p.m. with Rihanna DeCrow on the mic for that one. CNEagles.com/live. Web only for those two presentations. And then, of course, we're back at it on Saturday for Carson-Newman basketball. Women's game against the Bears at 2. Men's game follows at 4. Airtime at 1:45 from here in Holt Fieldhouse. We'll talk to you then. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and good night from the banks of Mossy Creek.
You've been listening to the Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle